So when you come in this group and you can see people want to drive and want to push and want to do things and not always trying to bring you down.
I could go on and on about how exciting this is, the changes that I've made, the way that I feel, like the support from the team.
Completely transformed my life, the way I interact with my children and my family.
Getting out my side shell, all the knowledge that I'm gaining, I never thought any of this would be possible for myself.
Has actually pushed me outside of my comfort zone. No matter what is happening, I'm still moving forward.
The accountability course gave me confidence in myself.
I'm disappointed that it's over because I've gotten used to these calls to motivate me, inspire me.
Just really unbelievable for me because the community is so important.
I got to get the mind right before anything else. I do see improvement in my mindset, my spirit.
Like you said, I'm alive, I'm alert, I'm awake, I'm enthusiastic.
Just being in this space, period, the boot camp, everything, my life has totally changed since I've been with all of you.
The group has really helped you push yourself through things with life.
So amazing that you could be in a group with individuals that's like-minded.
And I've been through a lot of programs, and there's nothing like this.
I just wanted to speak from the heart. Like, I really appreciate this mentorship. I appreciate all of y'all.
So thank y'all for that.
Say for real, thank y'all, man. I can't wait up to meet with everybody.
I just want to thank everybody that I met. Hopefully this relationship could go on forever.
Oh, so how many of y'all feel that same way already? Who's feeling like that too already? Drop a 1 in the chat if you can see yourself being up there saying the same exact things. That's what I'm talking about, Lakeisha Queen. That's what I'm talking about, family. It's a real thing when you get into this type of mentorship where you have this type of community. But guess what? It's all about y'all, right? We make the community what it is. So how are y'all feeling this morning? How are y'all feeling? Talk to me. Tell me how y'all feeling this morning. Drop it in the chat. One word. How are we feeling this morning? One word, one quick word. How are we feeling this morning? Especially after last night. How y'all feeling? Was class amazing or what? How y'all feeling? So listen, this is your first week, your first complete week pretty much of being in your Accountability Accelerator Bootcamp Challenge. But before we get into any of that, y'all already know how it goes around here. It's all about that energy. We must have high energy. So I seen King Kool-Aid, a minute ago. He was getting them teethers together, making sure them things look right. Them chops got to be on point. We not playing. He said, look, I don't care. I'm still coming on camera. That's right. I need everybody to come off mute. Is that the Queen Latanya, man? Stop playing with me this morning. Y'all are playing this morning. That's what I'm talking about. Queen Brittany, how y'all doing? I see my Queen Mia out there. Queen V, what's going on, my love? Queen Lakeisha, you always up front and center, bright smile. I love it. Zell, don't you ask no questions. Don't you come in here asking no questions this morning. How y'all feeling this morning? I need everybody to come off mute. Let's go, y'all. Let's get this energy going. It's Friday. Let's go, family.
It's Friday.
Oh, it's Friday. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Friday. Let's go. Good morning, everybody.
Get it. Let's get it.
Another great day.
I'm ready to make some money.
We with it. I ain't quitting. With it. We with it. We with it. Let's go.
Good morning.
Let's go. Good morning, team. Good morning.
Unmute Queen Sunshine.
Thank you for that, Queen. Thank you. Because I sure enough was talking to myself. So I want to know this. We was talking about this Friday, right? This is our first full week. First full week, right? Are we finishing our work on this Friday? That's what this F is about right now. How many of us are finishing what we started. I see y'all getting active in that clarity challenge, though. I'm loving the transitions. I'm loving that we are getting things done, because in the very beginning, when we talked about the foundational work, right? When we literally started talking about setting the foundation and the stage for ourselves, I asked y'all in the beginning, like, how often do we start things that we don't quite finish? And the fact that y'all have decided to join that clarity challenge, and I'm watching y'all complete things, we are finishing things. I just want to hear from y'all real quick, 30 seconds or less. I want a couple of people to come talk to me and tell me, what has it felt like for you to put in this kind of work this week thus far? Let's talk about it, family. And I know Queen Lakeisha can't be the only one that has something to say. So y'all better stop playing with sunshine this beautiful AM. Stop playing with me. Let's go, Queen. Let's talk about it.
Okay, first of all, I want to make sure I beat Zell to the punch on clicking of the hand. So that good morning, Zell. But I mean, I started off, I lagged on a couple of the challenges in the beginning, just trying to get familiar with the platform, but I got caught up. You know, I know where everything is now. So I feel like I'm on point. I'm a very task-oriented person, so having everything lined up like this is my speed. I feel super productive. I've gotten a chance to meet with almost everybody on the team that I needed to meet with. I got some meetings coming up. So I'm at last night. I mean, I might have to almost throw up. It was so much information coming out of that. I'm just too full. So I gotta, get to the point where I can implement that. But I mean, it's been great. My accountability team is on point too. So it's what it is. It's why I'm here.
Absolutely. Welcome to the family, Queen. We absolutely love it. Y'all show the Queen Lakeisha some love. She not playing with y'all, but most importantly, you not playing with yourself.
Keep playing with me.
Up the way that you do, Queen. You're absolutely amazing, and we love it. Who's that next? Is that my Queen Tangia? Is that who I see? Oh, come on, Queen. Come talk to us, love. How you feeling, beautiful?
Okay, there we go. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, beautiful.
How are you?
I'm good, love. How are you?
I'm doing good. I initially I got behind on my courses, and I was feeling a little overwhelmed because I had life going on and everything was going. And I kid you not, when I started that clarity challenge, it just started to release. And I was like, wow, this is what it feels like. And the more you do it, the more it helps. And I'm like, just for that alone was like a weight lifted. It was like I wasn't feeling so overwhelmed anymore. It was like, and then my accountability partner, she reached out to me, and it was like when she reached out to me, I was like, let me get on my stuff. But after that clarity started rolling through, I was like, wow, this feels good.
Absolutely.
It taught me something new. Yeah.
Yeah, say it a little bit louder for your cousins in the back that didn't quite hear you, that might not actually be in the clarity challenge, of how much lighter your life started to feel because you started to focus and move with more intention and getting some things done. And so it's not really more work. It's the work that's helping us really move with intention to get more things done in less time. Isn't that what our King tells us? We're becoming more effective in less time. Tell it, man, let them cousins know. Even if you got to whisper, send it to the group chat. Just let them know.
Okay.
I love it, Queen. I love it. Thank you so much for sharing. Y'all better show the Queen some love and keep showing up for yourself. You're absolutely amazing, beautiful. All right, y'all. It's Friday, and I'm thanking God every day for every day. But I'm really thanking God it's Friday today. So listen, y'all know what time it is. Y'all know why we're here. This is all about our accountability. This is all about helping take our mindsets to the next level, because we all looking to get them bags. Everybody want the bag, but we got to make sure that we don't fumble the bag. And the only way we're going to do that is by making sure that we get our minds aligned, get them adjusted. Sometimes you got to let go of some things. Sometimes you got to forgive some things. Sometimes you have to heal some things. Whatever it is that you have to do, you have to make sure that you readjust your mindset and align yourself with the goals that you say you want to accomplish. And there's nobody in this community that helps us stay on that path, that helps us stay focused, that makes sure that our minds are our GPS to everything that we say that we want, than our very own mindset mogul. That King crew, that Coach crew, that Sean crewmate, he is our everything in this community. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what words y'all should be dropping right now in the chat. As soon as y'all even hear me talking about him, immediately I should just see it flooding. Mindset, 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 mindset. It should just be flying. Mindset, mindset, let's go. Mindset, mindset, mindset. I need y'all to come off mute. We need to start calling on that name. It's that
Mindset,
Let's go,
baby. Let's go.
mindset.
Oh,
Mind.
it's
We
all
gotta
about
get my
that
mind
mindset,
right.
baby.
Let's
Go mindset.
Oh,
Mindset.
let's bring it out.
Let's go,
Mindset.
mindset.
Get your mind right.
A little
Get your mind right.
Bring that
give me a little
Mindset. Mindset.
Good morning.
Right, Coach Crew.
Mindset.
Oh,
Good
I'm
morning.
ready. In
Mindset.
here.
Oh,
Getting mindset. Get right.
Got my mind at the
Sir.
right.
What's
Get
going
your
on?
place right
The
mentally.
mindset.
Right.
Mindset.
Go mindset. King
Heard
crew.
it.
Let's
Mindset.
Heard
go.
it.
Yes.
Go
Let's
mindset.
go my mind at the
Mindset.
yes.
Good morning,
Mind.
sir. Let's
Right.
go. We
Yes.
ready. Build it up. Build it up.
Yeah, yeah, funny. I'll send everybody love and beautiful energy. Everybody love and beautiful energy. Drop those championship emojis in the chat. I want to know where my MVPs at. Where my business athletes at? Like I told y'all before that business is a sport, right? So the top conditioned athlete is going to win. When Lakeisha's coming up here and she's saying, look, at first I had to find my way through it, but I'm finding my way through it. She's saying, you know what? I'm feeling myself getting better conditioning, right? When you got Tangia coming up and saying, I'm feeling amazing, this clarity challenge is helping me, her conditioning is coming up. We got some people who are in the back who saying, damn, this is just too much. It's conditioning. This is a boot camp for a reason, and it's accelerator for a reason, because we're going to accelerate your growth through a boot camp style of activity. So what we want you to do is, we want you to stretch like you've never stretched before. Like, you think LeBron James could get on a basketball court and be able to give you triple doubles without stretching? You think that he could come in and deliver the best game to be the best of the best without stretching out? Everybody, come on, stretch it out. Stretch it out. Stretch it out. This just may be some physical activity we need. Get it out, stretch it out. You know what I'm saying? Shake it out, do the twist, do what you got to do. But I'm going to tell you like this. Whether you believe it or not, business is a sport. And we want to see who's the best of the best. We want to see who's the top of the top, cream of the crop, because everybody here has talent. We already know the most talented team is not always going to win. It's the team that does what? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chitty. It's the team that does what? It's the team that does what? Let me know in the chat, y'all. Let me know. It's the team that works the hardest, right? And for us, working the hardest is working the highest. That's for us. That's what we understand. Working the highest. So LeBron James is not getting on the court and he's taking all the shots. He got 4 of the teammates, but he going 1-on-5. He's not doing that. He's not working the hardest, taking the worst shots, taking the toughest shots. He got defenders all in their face. They double team him. He's still trying to shoot from half court. That's not working the hardest, right? We work the highest. So we got to use the people around us and let the people around us use us so that way we both can get to that next level. Somebody put next level in the chat. Where my MVPs at? So when LeBron James is on the court, he's utilizing his teammates. He's going to dribble. Once they collapse on him, he's kicking it out to the person that's open in the corner and shoot that jump shot, right? So for you too, you may not be great in your credit right now. Your credit profile might not be the strongest. You got to pass the rock. You got to be able to drive and kick it out, meaning you got to still have the vision. You got to still set the teammates up, but now you can use grandma. Now you can use your auntie. Now you can use your cousin, your uncle to get on your operating agreement, and they can go get funded if they already have a higher credit score than you. You're not out the game. Do not sit yourself on the bench. Do not sit yourself on the bench. Somebody put, I'm starting 5. See, when I say you're the best of the best, you're the top of the top, that's what a starting 5 is, right? You're gonna put the top of the top. And don't get me wrong. The person that's the 6th man still might be better than somebody that's in the starting lineup, but it's just predicated on roles. So sometimes you will be the star for tonight. And then sometimes your other person will be the star for the night, because guess what? Everybody's the star of their own movie, but together we co-star. So it's all about creating a team thing, right? It ain't a me thing. It's a we thing. And if I talk about me, I'm talking about maxing everything. So who's been maxing everything? I want to know. Real quick, I should be sharing. I'm going to come back and I'm going to share that slide again. Well, I'm going to share my whiteboard basically. And I'm going to do the breakdown again about the mindset, the identity, and also the speaking ability, connecting ability, and accountability, right? I'm gonna do the whole manifestation thing. But what I want everybody to be familiar with is this. I want you to be familiar with growth. Put growth in the chat. If we didn't think things were necessary for your growth, we would not be instructing you to do it. If we didn't think these things are necessary for your development, we would not be giving you instructions to do it. So who here trusts us? If you trust me, put our trust in the chat. Like, if you trust me, put our trust in the chat. See, because truthfully, I'm gonna show you how you already trust me. You trust me by being inside this community. Who am I? What am I doing here? Well, I'm a community creator, right? I'm a culture developer. I develop the culture. So the systems that y'all in right now comes from my brain. Why? Because I'm working higher. So I know it ain't gonna be me, just me alone. I know I need my other star players. So I got my star players. But we also need people to round out the team, right? So who are you gonna be? Are you gonna be the next player on the team? Are you gonna be the person that's up here with us, being able to articulate, being able to acquire deals, being able to break down strategies and give people the resources they need to get to that next level? It's going to take trust. The first person you have to trust is yourself. So I want at this time, first of all, you know what? This is what I should do before I even get into the Luhv Plus stuff. I want to share my screen and acknowledge some people. Y'all know what time. Can I get a drum roll? Can I get a drum roll? I gotta make my own drum roll. All right, so we had the leaderboards again with the business athletes. All right, so who's the MVP? Everybody drop MVP in the chat. So we want to open up the leaderboards again. Yes, we're going to be posting this on the app, so it'll be in the announcement wall. So that's the first page on the app on the scroll page, right? So if that's you, if you're the MVP, somebody drop MVP. And if you haven't been being an MVP, guess what? Today's a good day for a great day. If you weren't being consistent before, guess what? Today you have a chance to be consistent. So don't get down on yourself. Don't look at it as a negative. Look at it as a what? Somebody put the answer in the chat. If it's not a negative, it's a what? In fact, yeah. I want to see everybody. If it's not a negative, then it's what? Candace said positive. I want y'all to come off of mute. Let's have everybody come off of mute. I want y'all to say out loud. What if it's not a negative? It's a what?
Positive.
Notification.
Positive.
Okay. All right. I'm hearing a lot of different things. I'm hearing a lot of different things now. Okay. Now I want everybody to get on one accord. In order for us to be a great team, in order for us to excel at the highest level possible, we must be one band, one sound. We must be one band, one sound. Everybody put into the chat, one band, one sound.
I was trying to grab my boots and shit.
Sending you love, whoever that was. So, yeah, everybody put one band, one sound in the chat, right? If we're going to be successful, and this year is our championship season, we can't have each other being pulled down, right? We can't be down talking to each other. We can't be down talking ourselves. We can't be doing that. We got to be uplifting. But in order to be uplifting, we have to lead by example, right? So one band, one sound. So it's not negative. It's a notification. Wait a minute. What? It's not a negative. It's a notification. So if you have a limited amount of money in your bank account and that's not appealing to you, doesn't make you happy, Don't let it be a negative. Let it be a notification. What must you do in order to enhance the bank account or enhance your finances so that way you can put yourself in a position to have great spending power or do whatever it is that you want to do for yourself and your family? So it's the notification. Okay, cool. I wasn't consistent before, and that now I'm not at the top of the leaderboard. It's not a negative. What's the notification? One band, one sound. If you and your partner, your strategic partner, your accountability partner are off, you're not on the same page, chances are you're not going to be as great. So we have to start getting on the same page with each other. So today we're going to practice forgiveness as well for people who may have hurt you and you may hurt people, for relationships that you may have right now that's not the best. I would just want to breathe right now, breathe, because there's somebody that you probably need to get complete with today. One band, one sound. You can't have anybody in your atmosphere throwing off your sound. Sound is what? Frequency. Frequency is what? Based upon what you see and think frequently. So if people are in your sound, if people are in your environment throwing off your sound, and they got negativity, you got people with big, with these small minds, furthering your big ideas, guess what? You're just gonna be another person that has a lost idea. And inside the graveyard, that's where a lot of people take the best ideas. Don't let that be you. And it can't be you. Why? Because you're a business athlete. So I want to see the top. I want to see the top performers. But before we do that, I want everybody to come off of mute again. And I want to know if it's not a negative, it's a what?
Notification.
Notification.
It's
a notification.
Notification.
Y'all sound a little bit disappointed. If I would have said like, yo, we got $1 million, everybody be screaming, yo, we got $1 million of funding. If this was funding. But when I say negative versus notification, everybody's up like, guess it's a notification. I still would love the money now, but I guess it's a notification. Look, man, your energy is going to change everything for you. You got to start to feel it and believe it before it's there. If you want to get a raise inside your job, you can't wait to get the raise to now act like the person that deserves the raise. You got to be the person that deserves the raise before you get the raise. If you want to be a wife, you cannot get the ring and then start acting like a wife. That's how you fail. You have to be the wife already to get the ring. So some people got this thing confused. They're like, well, I deserve this and deserve that. Look, on the first date, I shouldn't be taking you out, spending $500, all those other things. Why? When I should just be getting to know you. You should just be getting to know me. You shouldn't, as a man, and you know that I got it. Yeah, you know I got it, but you shouldn't be looking at me like I need to be spending it, right? Like, come on, like it's the first time I met you. Like, what makes you feel like you earned the right to have that experience with me? Yeah, like, what makes me think I earned the right to have the experience with you, right? Sometimes it'd be like if you're a woman and you think you can get it on the first night, or if you're a guy, you think you could get it on the first night, right? Like, it doesn't matter about what somebody else thinks. It's about your standard. Everybody put standard in the chat. You have to have standards, not expectations. Not expectations, standards. When you have expectations, what happens? People disappoint you. When you put expectations on other people, they disappoint you. Please understand. We're not looking for expectations. We have standards. If you don't meet these standards, I'm sorry, you just don't qualify. You just don't qualify. One band, one sound. So if it's not a negative, it's a notification. So something is not going right in your relationship. Stop pointing the finger at this person and talking about why you did this to hurt me and this. Don't you think you did something too? Because we all played a role, whether you believe that you were right or wrong. Let's be real here. How many of us think that we're right? Put one in the chat if there was times you thought you was right, but you ended up being wrong. But you were so hold on to, you knew you was right. You knew it. Ain't nobody gonna tell you otherwise. You knew it, but you found out that you was actually wrong. But what about taking a step further? You found out you was actually wrong and you didn't even admit your integrity and get back to your integrity. Instead, you stayed with that hurt pride and now you want to act all differently, but you know that you were wrong and you should apologize. Or you knew that you was wrong and you should have admitted that. Or you should have just acknowledged that. We are stars. We got to shine our lights. And guess what? We're going to shine our lights even brighter in the darkest moments. So if something happens to you that make you feel like you were wrong, guess what? This is a moment that you actually can shine in. You ever somebody ever stepped on your feet and you was mad? You just crispy sneakers you just got, you get ready to get crazy. This probably back in like the 90s. Sunshine is our connoisseur, 90s connoisseur and 80s connoisseur. If anything, I just go to Sunshine. Is this true? So let me ask Sunshine real quick. Sunshine, is it true that people, if you stepped on somebody's shoes in the 90s, it caused a fight?
Absolutely, it was a problem.
Look, Zell over there, like, yeah, I probably had to bust some people up because of that. So, all right, the thing is this now. All right, bet. What happens when somebody step on your feet and it immediately, first of all, what happens with how you feel when somebody step on your feet, brand new sneakers or shoes, or you one of them ladies and you looking good, got your toes out, and somebody step on one of them things? How you feel? How you feel? Right? Now, what about if somebody stepped on you and immediately turned around and said, yo, I'm sorry, I apologize. How do you feel then? Or what about when your significant other does something that's insensitive to you and it bothers you a little bit, but they don't say sorry? How does it make you act? How does it make you feel? You start acting a brand new, different way, right? That you start acting out of your character. And that's not even you. Why is that? But the moment that person apologizes, oh, everything is back open and gravy, right? Right? So I want you to understand that it's happening from your frequency. Everything is happening from your frequency, how you feel. See, naturally, you're a giving person. Naturally, you're a person that wants to accept others. Naturally, you want to. So you want to make sure people are loved. How many of us are people pleasers? Put a 1 in the chat, because I'm going to see everybody put a 1 in the chat. I already know. Because naturally, some people, well, it's probably going to be like 2 people like, it ain't me. Don't worry about people pleasing, because I ain't pleasing a damn soul except for myself. I get it. I totally get it. But I'm saying, naturally, when that person apologizes, automatically we're just like, no worries, it's okay. You might still be a little upset about it because now you're rubbing off the little dirt mark on your from your shoe, but now you're like, you know what? It's looking good. I'm back again. I'm good. I'm good. Right? I want y'all to understand that about yourself. You may step on your own shoes in this program. You may step on yourself in this program, but I want you to look at it and just apologize to yourself. So everybody right now, I want you to look at the camera and I want you to say your name. I forgive you, and say your name, right? If you're Zell, say, I forgive you, Zell, right? If you're Lakeisha, say, I forgive you, Lakeisha. Lakeisha, not LaQuisha, y'all, just so y'all understand. Don't be calling her Lakeisha out here, right? She didn't want to tell y'all, but I'm telling you, okay? Yes, Lakeisha put it in the chat. That's how your shoes look and you pissed off, okay? Everybody take a look at that chat right there, because them shoes ain't crispy no more, all right? So the top 5, right? These are people who dusted themselves off. These are people who said, you know what? I'm gonna actually be a winner today, right? Because last week, I mean, what day was that? Wednesday or Monday, whatever day that was. I think it was Wednesday. I'm getting my days all screwed up. My days chopped and screwed, y'all. So now, when you look at it, right? This is the wrong one. That's Wednesday. So now on Friday, those same people who wasn't at the top on Wednesday are now at the top. Let's just check it out. I know Derek hit me up and he said, look, man, Brittany is speeding past everybody. He said, Brittany is speeding past everybody. I'm like, yeah, man. He said, but I'm catching up. I said, yeah, bro, you are catching up. You actually are catching up. So here we go. Can y'all see my screen? So this is last week, right? This is Wednesday, right? And this one right here, this is the new one. And this is today, as far as who's in the lead today. I don't know why I keep sharing the same one. Is that the same one, yeah? I think that's the same one. Let me delete some of those. I keep sharing the same exact one. All right, I got it now. So here's the biggest thing. You want to dust yourself off, right? Like if you made a mistake, that's fine. You know? Like that's fine. It's not a big deal, man. It's not a big deal. You can now retrain yourself, right? You can now become somebody different. You can now become somebody new. And that's why this is a place for you to practice, to get prepared for it. So we got, is it Dashe? I believe it's Dashe. The way that it's spelled looks like it's Dashe, but you know now it can be anything. That could say Dashiki. That could be like, what? How did I say Dashiki? All right, cool. I see Kana, Tangia, Jermaine and Ernest, they putting work in on a double team, okay? And we got Derek still in the top 5. Derek's still in the top 5, but shout out to Dashay because she's at 100%. If y'all look down here, you see 100%. All right. So send some love in the chat for everybody. Can we come off a mute real fast and just send some love to everybody? Because guess what? During these leaderboards, remember, we got a cash prize of $500.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, all of you.
Let's go. Let's
Going.
go.
Congratulations. Keep going. Keep going.
Yes,
Congratulations.
indeed.
Much love.
Congratulations, everyone.
Congratulations,
Grind it out.
Fab.
amazing.
Keep
You're
going.
doing a good work.
Keep going.
Let's go.
Good
Let's
job.
go.
Good job.
See
All of
ourselves
you.
moving them.
Congratulations. Good job. Good job.
Absolutely love it. Thank you for supporting your fellow members, your team members, right? Even though we're sparring against each other in practice, yeah, but it's still a team thing. We're gonna lift each other up. Shout out to Derek for being on top for the entire week. That's no easy feat, right? Everybody's seen that. Everybody's going through their own challenges, and we see just how life gets in the way. During these challenges, we see just how life is getting in the way. Raise your virtual hand if you completed your public speaking assignment and you drafted up your speech about yourself, like your timeline. Raise your virtual hand. And being that you raised your virtual hand first, we're gonna give you a Cash App today, right? So I remember I mentioned y'all got to move with speed because y'all don't know when we're gonna give out these Cash Apps, but somebody gonna get a Cash App and you're either gonna get some dinner on us or you're gonna get some lunch on us, but somebody's gonna get a little money. All right, Sunshine, can you bring up that first person?
Absolutely. King Ernest. Oh, well, no. I didn't know Lakeisha was right there. I'm sorry, Queen. No, forget it. Go on, bring her back. I was looking up at the top. I didn't know Lakeisha was right there already. Queen Lakeisha, come on, boo.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. What you
There we
need?
go.
What we doing?
There we go. She in it. She in it. Don't try to cheat Lakeisha out of her lunch money. She getting that Cash App today, right? Tell her. Thank you. Raise that hand.
Let's go.
All right. So, for you, Queen, can you now? We're gonna put you on the spot. Sunshine, I need 2 minutes on the clock. She can't go over 2 minutes.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you the stage. You're gonna have the stage
Okay.
right here. Can y'all send some love in the chat to Lakeisha? Get her warmed up. Lakeisha, I want you to share your story.
Okay, I can start whenever I want.
Sunshine is going to let you know. As soon as Sunshine ready, she's going to let you know.
All righty, when you are, love.
Okay. Well, hello, family. My name is Lakeisha Nance. Throughout my life, I've embraced many roles: mother, wife, sister, daughter, IT professional, and not least, a dedicated athlete. Each of these roles, which enriched my journey, teaching me invaluable lessons about resilience, leadership, and the pursuit of meaningful goals. My career in IT has presented both rewarding opportunities and formidable challenges, pushing me to hone my problem-solving skills and adapt quickly to ever-changing environments. However, my foundation in athletics, where discipline and teamwork were paramount, has been equally crucial in shaping my approach to these professional challenges. Athletics taught me early on about the power of dedication and the importance of a cohesive team dynamic. These lessons have been my anchor through personal trials, including supporting a partner through legal troubles and during numerous relocations from Chicago to Portland, back to Chicago, then on to Minnesota, then New York, where I moved to 4 cities, including Queens and Brooklyn, back to Chicago, then to Los Angeles, moved 2 times there, back to Chicago, then back to Los Angeles, 5 moves during that stint, back to Chicago, back to Los Angeles, now in Pennsylvania. I guess it's safe to say I'm not afraid of change. Each move required not just physical adjustment, but also emotional resilience, qualities I first developed on the softball field. Living in various places allowed me allow me firsthand to see diverse challenges and opportunities within different communities, fueling my desire to give back. Drawing on my strategic planning skills and efficiency expertise gained in IT, I am passionately committed to empowering underrepresented communities. I strive to enhance opportunities for minorities and provide robust support for single mothers, endeavors that resonate deeply with my personal values. I stand here before you today, my focus sharper than ever, leveraging the discipline and teamwork ingrained in me as an athlete and professional. I am dedicated to using my skills to help these communities thrive and become resilient. By initiating and supporting projects that promote equality and opportunity,
All right,
I am
right
eager
there,
to
right there,
contribute to the future.
right there. So, first of all, how was that, y'all? Let us know in the chat. How was that? Yeah, Kool-Aid man, he don't care who's up on the screen. He just like, yeah, you did that. Yeah. He probably don't even know what's going on. He just like, yeah. I don't know what's going on, but yeah. No, I'm joking with you, Kool-Aid. I love the energy. I love that. So Lakeisha, great job on being a person. First of all, you being the best of the best, the MVP, right? The most valuable participant. You raised your hand first, you came up here, you got that Cash App. And really it's because success comes to you by the person you're being, right? It's something that you attract by the person you become. Somebody write that down. Success is something you attract by the person you become, right? It's not $1 million because you can get $1 million and still be in debt. It's not $1 million because you could be $1 million, but you can still be living paycheck to paycheck. There's a lot of people who are rich live paycheck to paycheck. I used to do that, just being honest with you. And that was because, first time getting large bags, real money, got my money invested into other situations already. Like I'm investing into mentorship. I got things going there. And I'm not realizing that I got all my money in one account. You need to split up your accounts. You should have 5 accounts. You should have an account for investments. I want to write this down. You should have an account for investments. You should have an account for education. You should have an account for your expenses. You should have an account for savings. And you should have an account for miscellaneous things, traveling and all that fun curricular stuff. And I didn't understand that. I just thought that I could just have all my money in one space. And the reason why you can't do that is because your mind is operating in the present moment. Your habits are operating from the past moment. So your present moment mind is saying, yeah, this is possible. Your habit is saying, all right, cool. I've been doing this. I'm just going to keep swiping on. I'm going to just keep doing it. But it's not in alignment with each other. So what ends up happening is that you start spending money that you don't have. How many of us spent money that we didn't have? And then by the time the paycheck comes around, like, damn, this don't make sense. This ain't right the way I planned it. It ain't. Why is that when we already planned it? It's because we got everything jumbled up in one that we're not realizing which is coming from which money is dishing out for what. So now that we have 5 accounts, so if you got 5 credit cards, that's fine too, but let it be business credit cards, right? And what you want to do is you want to mark on a business credit card, get that white tape, and you want to mark on it, whatever this one is for savings. You want to mark that. Not where you don't put the tape where you have to swipe at, because then that's going to mess up your swipe, right? But put the tape right at the top right corner, and then you just write in there, this is for savings, this is for investments. So that way you know which card to pull out. And then you also know which card has which rewards on it, right? I used to jumble up everything on my American Express. Why? Because in the beginning, it said you get 75,000 points if you get $10,000 in spending in the first 3 months, right? And I'm like, all right, that's dope. But then I kept putting everything on that card, and I wasn't getting the same reward points when I had a whole other card that I could have been utilizing too. So when you start breaking it up and you start putting it on different cards, not only do your finances become easier to manage, you collect more money because you're not just willingly spending, you're actually conscious about what's coming out of the account. Like me, I would walk out the street and I would have cash. I stopped having cash because of this reason. It would be people that come up to me and I give them $5, $20, because I might not even have a $1 bill. Then I'm giving somebody 100. And I say, yo, this has to stop because I can't save everybody. Somebody put into the chat, you can't save everybody. You only can save yourself. So when we are saying, be the MVP, this is your chance to save yourself. When we're saying, Lakeisha, come up here and share your story, this is a chance for her to save herself. Because as she shares her story, she's going to get glory from that. I just literally showed y'all in real time. She had no clue. She's the first person to raise her hand, and she's going to share her story. I said, this is what we're going to do. Share your story. She raised her hand. Just by her sharing that, she got Cash App. Who knows? She probably doesn't use it for lunch. But what if it was a bill that it just covered her bill and just made life easier for her? But imagine you can keep stacking up those type of wins. You have to save yourself. Because for me, I was losing out on those type of wins because I would always give my money out. If I looked at my expense report, my money went to food. Being plant-based, y'all, it ain't that easy. I'll be real with y'all, be vulnerable. It ain't that easy, right? I'm spending $50 a day, and that's if me being light. And then when we go out with everybody else, I'm the one fitting the bill, right? So I'm not counting all of that stuff I wasn't counting all that stuff into my expenses. And then before you know it, I done gave out all of my money to other people. And this was documented too. This random guy came up to me. I took him on a shopping spree, basically. This is a man. I never bought my brother's underwear. Okay, I bought a whole man underwear. You get what I'm saying? He had the boxes, the undershirt, he had the socks. He just kept asking for more. He's like, "Yo, so can I get this?" I'm like, "Damn, what you think I'm your daddy, boy? Like, I got you, but damn, you know what? I'm gonna get you today." And I got him. And people in the store was amazing, it was hype, but I wasn't doing it for that. I was doing it for him. But you know what I really need to do? I really need to do it. It showed me that I really need to be saying no to things like that. That's really what it was, because my heart is so giving, but that's not the right time. Because let me tell y'all what I did. I watched him, y'all, because he asked me for money for food. It's like, damn. So I took him to the corner store, got changed. I don't even know how I found $20 in my pocket, gave him $20. And I said, you know what? Maybe he didn't actually go use this for food. And yeah, I sat around and had a stakeout and I watched him. And he went into the drugstore anyway. Yeah. I thought I was over here doing a good old deed. Like, yeah, get my man some nice underwear. He probably been in that for 2 weeks. I think he told me he'd been in the same underwear for 2 weeks. I was like, damn, I got you, King. So the fact that I watched it and I realized, see, you over here trying to save people, but you should be saving yourself. That $100 could have went towards my little niece's life insurance policy. That could have went into her bank account, right? That could have went into all these other things. That what I'm saying is save yourself. Somebody put I'm saving myself in the chat. Thank you, Lakeisha, for that. Real quick, I want to bring somebody else up. I did this on purpose to talk over that. We're gonna bring the next person up, which was Ernest, right? Bring Ernest up, Queen. Ernest, you're gonna share your story, right? But before you do that, no. Bring Lakeisha back. Bring Lakeisha on back. I need you to tell me one thing that you remember about Lakeisha's
story. She lives in Pennsylvania now, but she likes to travel or move. Well, I'm assuming she likes to travel because she keeps moving. And she's a strong lady because she's doing it.
Absolutely. Is that true? Lakeisha? Okay, that's dope. Let's double it up. Double or nothing. You want to double it up, Ernest?
That's how I ride.
Okay, give me another fact. Don't give me she lived in California.
Oh. She's an athlete. She likes IT. She's a consultant. She's doing a bunch of things. She's like, run it. I do it. Let's try it. Let's go.
Yeah. Where my business athletes at?
Don't play with him. Don't play with him. Don't come for him this morning.
Active listening. I like that.
Okay, one more now. Let's triple it up now. Let's triple it up on Ernest. Can we triple it up on Ernest? Ernest, give me one more fact.
And you like 5.
You said one more fact?
Give me one more fact that she mentioned in her story.
Oh, she what was her goal? Her soccer? She liked to play soccer, volleyball. Mother.
You better think. He got 10 seconds to get this right, Sonny. Or we shutting him down.
Your athletics was everything. Okay, I guess that's softball, baseball. Thanks for that hint, but I just knew that the athletic thing was everything.
All right, still for the fact that you came up and delivered, you get a Cash App also. So please give your Cash App to Sunshine or to Moa. All right, Sunshine, you got them today? You got the Cash Apps? All right, so send your Cash App to Sunshine, okay? And then we're gonna get you right. All right. Everybody shout out to Lakeisha. Thank you for that, Lakeisha, and thank you for that, Ernest. Once again, this is what we're talking about, being leaders in the community, right? This is all about leadership. No, bring Ernest up. Ernest is gonna share his story. So Ernest, you got 2 minutes. Soon as Sunshine says she's ready on the clock, we got 2 minutes, and then we're gonna get ready to shut down. I'm gonna go over what we got to do for the weekend, and then that should be it. I know we spoke about YouTube, right? We're gonna tie all of that in, so don't forget about that. All right, Sonny, when you're ready, we're gonna unmute him, and then let's get it.
You ready, King? All right, let's go.
Good morning, fam. My name is Ernest Brown. I was born in Suffolk, Virginia, 54 years ago in June. It's 1969 for you young folks. During my childhood, one of the things that I can recall is that my father passed away, which is impactful, and I was probably about 6 or 7. So as I moved through that piece that I can remember, I realized that family was everything early. So what happens is I moved to Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, where I grew up throughout all my adolescence and most of my adult life. And I lived there with my grandmother and my aunt. In that time frame, I went to school in George Westinghouse High School. I ran track. That was a big part of everything. So I identify with the athletic piece and something that stayed with me to this day. Years later, I got married to my wife, who I'm still married to, and I'm loving on that. 34 years, 3 kids. Kids are grown. Stepped out into the Department of Correction world with some people that you may know. Was there for 21 years. In that time frame, I became a captain. I did a lot of security stuff and trainer in the academy for our correction staff. After that, I think we about 25 years old, we bought our first property, my wife and I. In that time frame, while I was working at the Department of Corrections, and later on, I just went on to just make some moves and flip properties and do some things, and then make some mistakes and with the properties and other stuff. So I resonate very well with sometimes making those not best choices. And just moving forward, started our own business, entrepreneur, and just after I retired from there and went and did a property preservation company, ran for about 10 years, which is basically fixing and preparing the bank-owned properties. So that should bring me to about my 2 minutes. So I'm trying to breeze through.
Right now.
Yeah.
All right. Great job. Great job. Let us know how you feel in the chat, y'all. How you thought he did. So one thing I want everybody to realize too, save yourself, right? Everything you do right now is saving yourself. You're putting yourself in the best position possible. That's what that means. When you say save yourself, is put yourself in the best position possible. So write that down just so that's in your mind. I'm putting myself in the best position possible. When you come up here and you speak, right? We want to make sure when you first jump on, you're giving excitement. You're giving good energy. Why? Because people are going to remember what? How you make them feel. They're going to forget about a lot about what you said, but it's something that Lakeisha said that connected to Ernest that made him feel and remember those things, because we only remember based upon emotion, right? If we're emotionally tied to something, then it could just be a little bit. It could be a little emotionally tied to it, right? Just the fact you're my friend, I'm listening to you, right? Or just the fact that I know you, I'm listening to you. It's just a little bit of emotion. However, I want y'all to realize it's all about your presentation. As a business owner, as an entrepreneur, it's about presentation. And you have to know which side to be presentable, right? Because yeah, we want you to look good and be great, right? But let's say you're pulling up and you just this happened to us in real time, and Ramel was doing this at the time, and we were in Pennsylvania. And he also shared this story, but he had purchased this storage facility from this guy at a certain price. The price, he presented himself very well. He wore a suit when he went up there, and the guy loved him. He took him under his wing, said, yeah, you know what? We're gonna do this deal because I like who you are. Success comes to people based upon who they're being, right? It's something that you attract by the person you become. So anybody could have gotten a storage facility, but the guy's gonna give it to somebody who he likes and trusts. So your presentation is part of likes and trust, but sometimes you got to understand when and how to do it. So what happened is, after that, he already got the deal for a certain price. My man, the seller, went online, looked up, found Big Mogul online, said, whoa, wait a minute. Heard one of his interviews and realized that he's now giving over a property that has way more units, but at the same price that he got his other unit for, or other facility for. So now he wants more money. So now he sees him driving a Lambo, driving these other cars, and now he wants more money, right? So sometimes your presentation can either hurt you or help you. So you have to know where to be presentable and where not to. So sometimes you got to play it down low. You got to bring people low. And sometimes you got to bring people high. When you're sharing your story, I want you to share the lows. touch on the highs a little bit, but share the lows. It's something called the dip theory, right? And the dip is where you start to make all the chips. See, when I say your glory came from your story, it wasn't just because, hey, I'm telling everybody, yo, I'm building communities and I'm helping people earn 4, 5, 6 figures in a day. I've been able to do that, and I'm gonna help everybody here do that too, if that's something that you want. However, but that's not the story that I run with. My story is went to 7 different schools in 9 years. I had gastroesophageal reflux disease. I lost over 55 pounds in 41 days. Like that's where my story lies, because it's about how you bounce back. I want to know, what did y'all hear in Ernest's story where he bounced back? I want to know, what did you hear in his story where it was the dip? Right? I want y'all to think about that when y'all writing down your stories and you're going down your timeline. Speak about the dip. That's where you get the chips. Right? And this is all about the championship season, right? This is where we're gonna get them chips. So Ernest, great job, great job. Don't forget to send your Cash App. Everybody send some love to the King Ernest in the chat. Great job, King. Great job, right? See, somebody, look, Lakeisha know, V's know. Look, he made some mistakes in real estate, and he learned some things out of it. It wasn't a loss, it was a lesson. And then the lessons, if you understand it, it turns into blessing. If you reject the lessons, you keep on having to go through the testing. So as I mentioned before, it's not a negative, it's a notification. If you don't look at the negative, notification, right? What happens is you start to think, you know what, it didn't work out for me. So you keep on testing and you keep on going through the cycle, keep on having a cyclical life where things aren't working for you. But in order to break the cycle, you have to start listening more to the lessons that you've been given, because God works in mysterious ways. As I mentioned before, this is church for the entrepreneurs. This is the Mogul Mosque. This is the Temple for the Triumphant. This is the Kingdom Hall for kings and queens. Know that you are righteous. So know that you are worthy. Right? When we talk about our losses, share your story. I lost both of my parents growing up. The first person I lost was my dad when I was barely 2. But I didn't look at that as a negative. I looked at it as a notification. If I would have never even lost my dad, if I would have never even lost my mom, if I would have never even lost my grandmoms, other people, then I wouldn't be as close to my brothers as I would be. In fact, if my dad wasn't murdered in front of our building, the same building I had to walk in and out of, and remember that he once walked this earth, is no longer here. That took a lot. And to me, to understand that, y'all, I had to have gratitude even in that situation, because if my dad didn't pass away, my mom didn't meet a new man and marry a new man, and he becomes my father, and then now he has twins, they become my brothers, I wouldn't have my brothers, and y'all wouldn't have this program. Are y'all following what I'm saying? So what you may think should be right in your life, God may feel like it should be something different. So don't go against the lesson. Don't resist the lesson, because whatever resists persists. So if your finances are not where they need to be, it's not where they need to be for a reason, because you haven't learned the lesson. That was me when I kept giving out all my money, and then I get down to being a rich broke person. I'm a rich broke person because I'm paycheck to paycheck, but I'm rich. Only because I haven't learned the lesson. So if I didn't learn how to manage $100,000, how could I learn how to manage $1 million? So God is showing me that if I don't understand the lesson, I'm not going to get the blessing of being rich. I'm still going to be broke. Just have nice things. That's not you. You are the MVP, the most valuable participant. You will save yourself. You will present yourself in a way that will be beneficial to you and everybody around you. You will understand that these comes with wins and losses, and the losses aren't really losses. They're lessons that turn into blessings as long as you adhere to what is being told in the lesson. So I absolutely love everybody for being that version. If you're the best of the best, somebody put I'm the best of the best. If you're the best of the best, somebody put I'm the best of the best. If you're the top of the top, somebody put I'm the top of the top. And if you're the cream of the crop, somebody put I'm the cream of the crop because you are the best of the best. So as an MVP, as a business athlete, remember, this is all training. This is all conditioning. This is all putting you in the best position possible. You must do your development. LeBron James, yeah, he was goated when he first came in, but he still had to go through his development. Yeah, he was scrutinized. Yeah, you're not clutch, but guess what? He had to develop that clutch gene. Stephen Curry, you're too small, you're too short. Yeah, guess what? I'm gonna shoot from deep. You're too hurt, you're too injured. Guess what? I'm gonna become the MVP. So your story is not about how many times you get knocked down. It's about how many times you get back up. So I want to know who's getting up today. I know it's Friday. I know it's Friday, and I know, but it's about who's getting up today. Are you getting up because today is a good day for a great day and you got an opportunity to be the best of the best? You got an opportunity to really put your family in first place. I'm looking to share my screen, but I'm not getting to my Wi-Fi is not working. It's not working properly. I got poor connection everywhere. I'm looking to go live on Instagram and it's not working either. So when that's not working, I will revert back to the stone tablets. But in Sunshine, I ain't coming at you, Sunshine. And but I'm doing it in this modern day, right? Which I'm gonna use the what we call PDF. Okay. Right. So I want everybody to take care of these tasks before the end of the week. Right. What's the exact amount of money that you want? How, like, what's your intention to be able to attract it, to get it? I want you to put a definite date on it because I've seen some of your work, and shout out to everybody who's been posting. You can keep your notes inside of your notebook or your notepad or your notes section in your phone, or you could drop your work that you've done and completed inside the Accountability Accelerator Bootcamp group, which I've seen some of you do. Great job. A lot of you are doing amazing work. Shout out to you. That's why you're the best of the best, top of the top, right? And I want you to make a definite plan of action. So I need to see dates on these things. I don't see a lot of dates, but I want to see dates by wins. I need to know when do you expect to get this done, because the only person you should have expectations on is yourself, right? And then I want you to put your statement of desire. I want you to write clear. I've seen some of y'all put your mission statements out, and I'm loving it. We got some motivating people in here. We got some people who are inspired, and I want you to share that stuff next week, right? So week 2 is going to be all about financial empowerment. So you must get everything done that we've been looking to get done for this week. You're not going to be able to go back and complete certain things. You're going to have that manifesting measure where we want to see your thoughts and your mental state of mind. We want to see how much you've grown. And then also, don't forget to create your problem solution question statement, right? It's a personal introduction statement. Well, you know how most entrepreneurs, small business owners, career professionals want access to funding. They want better debt management strategies. They want to grow their community or their fan base to increase their sales. Well, what I do is I help individuals and teams like that become more effective in less time to reach their goals faster by providing them resources and strategy to change their relationship with money and get them out of debt, right? Putting them in a community where they can feel loved and appreciated, to motivate them to go out and do the thing, to hold them accountable so that way they can get what they said they wanted, right? Do you have any goals or assets? Like, these are the things that you want to start to work on to be able to articulate yourself quickly and fast, because that 2 minutes, how many of us blanked out on some of those 2-minute speeches? Put the answers in the chat, because I know it happens. Don't try to be like, I didn't do it. You did it. Yeah, you did it. You blanked out. And that the reason why you blanked out is because there's power in getting to the point. So with that being said, I want y'all to use all the resources that we're giving you, because I promise it will transform your life. The video that some of y'all saw early on, when y'all seen Sunshine, y'all seen Moya, y'all seen Tomoa, that was when they weren't even running the program, right? And I'm gonna play that as we go out, but I want everybody to realize you are the best of the best. You are the top of the top, but guess what? Time is not on your side. You need to become more effective in less time. Get to the point. If your point is to be the best of the best, get to the point. Don't waste time at home just staying, doing stuff and then doing stuff at the last second. Get to the point. What did we say today? Get to the point. So yes, on Wednesday, I keep saying yesterday. If I say yesterday, y'all don't, just forgive me, Okay, all of these days are one to me. All right. So Wednesday we kind of had to rush out of here. We was overtime, but we had other stuff that we had going on in the back end that we needed to get solidified. There's a bunch of stuff going on. Jasmine, we didn't finish the presentation with Jasmine. So if you felt like the public speaking was a little hard for you, or you felt some type of pushback, this is where Jasmine's gonna come in. She's gonna be able to help you get to that next level. This is why we require you going forward, everybody, to make a YouTube account. Jasmine's gonna be on top of all of you to make sure you got your YouTube account. When you got your YouTube account, post a screenshot inside the accountability bootcamp. When you got your YouTube account, post that YouTube account inside of the accelerator group or whatever group that you're in. Right? And we didn't drop the other link. Yes, the offer that we were speaking to, that we were selling, was the $2,000 offer, right? However, you are not going to be required to pay $2,000. For you, we're going to be able to help you out. You're going to be able to get a call, and Jasmine's going to be able to help you and be able to put you in a position of power. It's only going to cost you an investment of $150, I think $157 per month. I believe it's $157, right? So if y'all want to get in touch with Jasmine, if y'all want to have, first of all, raise your virtual hand if you was interested in being coached up by Jasmine to get your YouTube started where you can make passive income and put you on that track. Let me know. Raise your virtual hand. If you are still interested, what I would like to do at this time is I would like to create a breakout room where y'all can go and y'all can really pretty much just talk right there, right? So let me create a breakout room. And in that breakout room, if you want to be added to that breakout room, just let me know. Let me know. I see at the top. Sunshine, are you able to let people into those breakout rooms?
Let me see, but real quick, we need to say Happy Earth Day, Happy Born Day, Happy Queen Day.
Wait, hold on. Before you shout that out, because that's gonna be a whole movement. Let's get this one done first, and then we're gonna get to that. Can you actually move them, or do I need to be able to move them?
I see breakout rooms. You need me to start this, or you gonna start it? You just need me to move them, or you're starting it?
Hey, okay, yeah, you can move them as long as you can move them. You can start it. Go ahead. As long as you have the power to move them, that's what I want.
Let me see.
So during this time, you're gonna meet, like, yeah, some of you already met Kiana. Kiana is another one of our coaches, and once again, she came from a place just like you, sitting in a seat, and it started to add value. And then we said, you know what, we need you on the squad. We brought her on the team, and now she's making thousands of dollars monthly to be able to create something that just was created one time and also teach about it. So that's great. Kiana also has help from Jasmine as well when it comes to the YouTube and all the other stuff. So there's a lot of success that we have in here with you. All right, so you should be able to move people into the breakout room. All right, so let's see. We got, are you moving them right now? Yeah, it looked like she's moving them right. So as we get ready to close up, I'm going to close up shop here. I'm just going to keep the people on who want to be in the breakout rooms. So if you thought that YouTube would be beneficial to you, I'm telling you right now, we're requiring you to actually create an account. You could keep it on private, so that way it's unlisted. However, this is going to get you to that next level. And if you are not ready to get to that next level, by the time you end this program, you will be. So that way you still have these recordings of yourself and the assignments that we give you. And then from there, you'll thank me later, right? You'll be like, damn, I'm glad I actually was recording this along the way and documenting the journey, because you're showing your dip, right? So we got those people in the breakout rooms, right?
Mm-hmm. They should be all in there.
All right. Is Jasmine in there with them? Yes. Right. Cool. So everybody else who's out here. All right. Cool. So everybody else who's out here with us. We get ready to shut it down in a second. But Sunshine, before we get to the happy birthday, how was this call for y'all? Let me know how was this call for y'all. What was this like for you? What was this like for you all? Let me know. What was it like? You can raise your virtual hand, you can come up and speak. Raise your hand, you can come up and speak. But when we come in here, we want to have fun, right? Even when we talk about getting funding, what's the root word in funding? Fun. You want to be able to play with the money. I know Monopoly is a fun game, but it really is a lesson too. And I want us to be able to look at this. Sunshine, she's like I said, connoisseur, anything in 90s. So I think Monopoly was in the 90s heavy, right? What didn't y'all play like spades or something and
I'm
card
gonna need you
games?
to stop doing that. I'm gonna need you to stop doing that, okay?
My bad. Yeah, my bad. So Sunshine, you want to sum up like what we got today? You want to take us out with some notes, and then we're gonna sing happy birthday or say happy birthday?
I mean, I was trying to do the quick happy birthday. I mean, I'll just say it while everybody was still in the same room. You know, you're gonna give her half the birthday wishes, you know. That's men for you.
Hold on, there's some people that ain't here today though.
Right,
Like, so
ladies, that's
either
just
way,
men
like,
for you. You know, you're gonna wait till half the room leave and then talk about say happy birthday. You know, I tell you, men.
is it really half the people in
Right? Why are we gonna split us up? No, but y'all, it's always an amazing time in here. Again, it's Friday and we have some work to do. Y'all seen like they are really, really charting our work and what we're doing. And so it's important that we make sure that we stay active. Get in there and get your work done. Because
Wait,
like
hold on, Sunshine, hold on. Did we add everybody to the room? That's what it looked like. It looked like everybody's in the same room now. Are we all inside the breakout room? Did that happen?
no, just the ones that had their hands up.
Okay, because that's what it looked like. It looked like on my screen, it looked like everybody's in the breakout.
Yeah, you wouldn't, you know.
It's 52 people inside the breakout room.
Now I see which one. It's well, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, 52
Well,
people
see,
there.
oh, let me tell you what happened also though. It came up as a join on the screen. And so anybody who they could click on the screen and click join and go over there themselves. So I didn't actually have to add everybody.
Okay. Okay.
If they clicked over and went in there, then they went in there. So they
All
just
right,
said,
so then let's us wrap up. Say your happy birthday, and then let's us wrap up and let Jasmine do her own thing. All right, let's do that.
okay, y'all. So yes, but make sure y'all get in there. Make sure y'all do your work. We got to stay focused. We must stay intentional. And listen, do not let this weekend end without y'all logging in and make sure y'all understand and know we are gathering at the table on Sunday for Sunshine Sundays. We got to get together, family. Matter of fact, throw them sunshine emojis in the chat. We had some guests, we had some company last week. But again, it's time for us to get together. Let's get personal. Let's get acquainted. You know, we got some things to do. It's always work, but it's always a good time when we get together as family. Because, you know, King Crew, you expect me to be having a DJ and we're going to be playing the old school music, right?
Do what you do, baby. We love the oldies but goodies.
Y'all just don't understand. This is what they do to me. That's right. Drop them sunshine emojis, y'all. No, it's always amazing. Y'all are absolutely amazing. Y'all are what make this community everything that it is. We come up here, we have these accountability calls. We look to help make your mindsets adjust with what you say that you want for your lives. But it's up to you. Everything that you do is about you showing up for yourself. And I love what y'all are doing so far. I look forward to the next, I don't know how many days we have left, family, because we closing out. How many days we have left? Somebody tell me. Who's keeping count? I stopped doing that. How many?
3 weeks.
We got 3 weeks left?
And then we're done.
And we done? I don't like that. I don't like that. Yeah, my heart, it's hard to do with that. But yeah, it's been real. I love y'all to life. If anybody that's still in here wanted to go over there, please do.